we're live.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to fucking Flash Fried. All three of us here this week. Last week, an unprecedented low number of pessimists. Only Paul. I hope that, Paul, you were pessimistic enough to represent all three pessimists, right?
I think I was. I think the general consensus was that I did it. That I did okay. You know, you guys' presence was obviously missed, but in terms of picking up the show, carrying it when it needed to be carried, Paul did it okay. But I got to tell you, man, it is twice as bad without you guys. So no more.
I imagine
hurricanes,
because
please.
the's no one to bounce off of. You gotta fucking.
I know what you're talking about, TJ.
Oh,
we were
really?
there, dude. We were there. Remember?
We were there.
We were just silent.
That's true.
Oh, right. That's true. We were just kind of.
Yeah, we just didn't talk too much. You know, we had other things on our minds.
Just stared at Paul blankly as we thought about our problems.
That's true. You guys were speechless.
My power is back, but I'm actually not at my house. Because my water got fucked up.
Yeah, dude, that sucks. I can't even imagine
and
being stuck out.
My power, I've heard, is also back, but I have no internet, and I have water, but I don't think I think my water heater. I don't know. It probably just needs the pilot light to be lit again. So pretty close. I was thinking about maybe heading back tomorrow. I don't know. But kind of depend on that. What I can ascertain about that internet shit.
All things considered, that's pretty fucking good turnaround time for as big a storm as that was. I mean,
fuck yeah, horrible storm.
So
I'm actually.
go ahead, go ahead there.
I was just gonna say, dude, I went down there to get some stuff, and honestly, it wasn't so bad. I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. Then I got to where I live at. I was like, I saw what used to be my power pole in a ditch, and I was like, okay.
Well, yeah, time to head back to safety, I guess, for a few days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, obviously. I've been up here in
you're gonna see it,
misery.
dude. Even with the power coming back, you're gonna fucking see it, TJ. It's not a pretty picture for a lot of people, unfortunately.
I bet. Yeah. I mean, luckily, most of my trees were cleared. Whatever. I don't want to talk about storm shit anymore. I'm sick to death of it. What else is going on in this horrible fucking world?
Well, before we get to this story,
okay,
I want to take a look at this breaking story here. Now, I got this weird update today on Twitter.
Yeah.
I was looking at my phone, and it was the Amazing Atheist just tweeted, and it said it has replied to you, and it said, "Go fuck yourself." And
I didn't say it to you. I said it to
whoa.
someone you retweeted.
I was like, whoa. And then I clicked on it, and wouldn't you know, it was gone. And I was just like, what the fuck? So, but I retweeted the person, so you basically said it to me.
Fuck, TJ.
Is it those credits transfer? Like us by proxy?
I think that's the way it works.
You told Paul to go fuck himself, dude?
He did. Look at this shit right here. Right here.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Go
clear as
fuck
crystal. Go
Damn.
fuck yourself.
Dude, every time I check Twitter, I just I don't check it every day. It's like, oh, TJ and Paul, they're arguing about politics again. I'm like, all right, well.
Yeah, we do have fun going at it every once in a while. TJ unhappy with the person that I retweeted who...
Yeah, I decided to just block them instead, though. So
why'd you do that? Dude, were you genuinely impressed by Ayanna Pressley sitting in front of a teepee?
No, but I'm even less impressed with the person who's like, they're just virtue signaling. It's like, you're just virtue signaling to an even smaller, more pathetic crowd. It's like,
you're virtue signaling about their virtue signaling.
We're all a bunch of virtue signalers. You know what I figured out? We're all just cogs in the fucking machine no matter what. I'm a defiant cog. Yeah, bullshit. Cog fucking turns, you know? It's all bullshit. So, whatever.
Somebody in the chat said Scotty's mic is way too hot. It's not any louder than TJ's is, but, it is what it is. Scotty's on a temp
Right,
setup.
well, he's on a real mic, and he doesn't have his arm, and I'm on a fucking Blue Yeti mic.
So I'm going to probably tend to do this, but I can't adjust the distance. I can
be like this. Use this rule.
You might be able to prop it up against something, because when you were kind of far away from your mouth, I could still hear you nice and clear. Pull it way back and just say something.
You could probably hold it like this far away and still
just
hear
say
shit.
something.
All right, how do I sound?
You actually sound good at that
Yeah,
volume.
you don't sound too bad.
I'll just leave it here then. Fuck it, that's easier anyways.
Yeah, rest it there.
Yeah, there you go. Rest that motherfucker.
All right, on to the real news. The shirtless horned man photographed storming the Capitol has pled guilty.
I'll tell you an interesting fact about this guy. I'll tell you an interesting fact you might like. This guy here had a bunch of gay dudes that wanted to fucking be fucked by him or fuck him, and they're like, "Oh, he's so hot," and then they found out that he's actually bald underneath that coon skin devil horn cap or whatever the fuck.
Oh, and that turned them all off.
The thirst well just dried right the fuck up. It's like, oh no, a bald guy, fuck that.
What the fuck? Just because he's bald?
Yeah, I know. It's like gay people are superficial.
Like it. Insurrection, not a big deal. Bald, get the fuck out of here. Dude, you think I'm gonna fucking suck your dick?
Yeah.
You're bald.
Tried to take over the country. That's kind of hot. I mean, it is actually kind of hot. Whatever.
To be honest with you, dude, like this is why I'm glad I'm bisexual, because what gay dude is gonna fuck me, dude? If this guy, because he's pretty ripped and he's not a bad looking dude, if just a little male pattern baldness keeps this dude from being fuckable to the gays, like, what are they gonna do with my lumpiness? And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what do you mean, Paul? You know what you need to do? You just show your flowing locks, and it's like, yeah, what now?
Well, the locks, yeah, but I mean, come on. Is that all they're looking for? Because I got that on lockdown, man. I got it here for days. Locks down. So Jacob Chansley, an Arizona man who became one of the most notorious participants in the January 6th insurrection after he was photographed storming the Capitol wearing face paint and horns and triumphantly posing shirtless on the Senate dais, entered a guilty plea on Friday. Chansley, who proceeded through the halls of Congress carrying what prosecutors describe as a spear with an American flag attached, became the latest of more than 50 Capitol rioters to take a deal with prosecutors so far. He pleaded guilty to one count of obstruction of an official proceeding, a felony. Really? That's it?
Well, listen, the reason they're getting all these convictions is because I guarantee you they had a lot stronger charges they could have brought against this guy. They came to him and said, look, we can charge you with fucking insurrection and whatever the fuck else, sedition, blah, 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 and put you away for fucking life. Or you can plead guilty to, whatever the fuck, damaging public property or a few little misdemeanor bullshits and go away for like 3 years.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get about 3 years.
Most people are going to take that fucking deal in a heartbeat because, like, obviously, yeah, you're going to take those 3 years for sure. But if you gamble and say, I'm going to fight the system and you lose, you're going to fucking forever. So
yeah,
that's why you're seeing him get this minor
not only
charge.
That, I mean, but not only that, even if you do win, it's like you've got a fucking target on your back the rest of your life. It's like you're gonna be on every list possible by the federal government. It's like if you just get fucking your bullshit
you don't pay your
charged,
taxes. Like, audit. So you're way better off taking the deal in this kind of case because the feds will fuck you.
I mean, a lot of these guys might get fucked with anyway, even after taking the deal, like tax wise and shit. They might get audited a little more often than your average Joe, even after serving their time.
Oh yeah. The federal government's eye will definitely be perpetually upon anybody who participated in the Capitol riots. Dude. Yeah, I mean, for real, yeah.
So his plea marks the beginning of the end of one of the most high-profile prosecutions to date. So he was one of the, most recognizable meme images that came out of the January 6th, riot or whatever you want to call it. His outfit and presence on the Senate floor, as well as his public pronouncements of support for the QAnon mass delusion, but all but ensured that photos of him from that day would go viral. QAnon shaman. So yeah, whatever. He pled guilty to he's sentencing range of 41 to 51 months in prison. So somewhere between
another thing
3
about
and 4
this
years.
guy is when a lot of the right wingers were using the cope that Antifa was the ones who really did this. This guy was like one of their main guys they pointed to was like, he's a fake.
Yeah, true.
That's not like us.
It's not real.
It was because he only ate organic food, which is because he's some kind of weird survivalist or something. They're like, does that really sound like a Trump supporter? All that organic hippie crap, He's Antifa. I know it. You know it. We all know it. He's not Antifa.
Jason Miller, former Trump spokesman, questioned for 3 hours by police in Brazil. This is really just kind of a weird story here.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a head scratcher kind of thing for me.
So let's read a little bit about it. Let's see if we can glean anything from this. Oh shit!
It's not gonna let you read much. Oh, there you go.
Fine. Following reports of his detention by Brazilian police, former Trump spokesman Jason Miller issued a statement saying that he'd been questioned by law enforcement for 3 hours at the airport in the capital of Brasilia. This afternoon, my traveling party was questioned for 3 hours at the airport. after having attended this weekend's CPAC Brazil conference. The fact that that exists makes me fucking disgusted. There's a CPAC Brazil.
Brazil.
Dude,
Everything that's Brazil, I just want you to know that everything that's cool about you, conservatives will take away. You like your big thong-clad butts jiggling in the fucking street.
And fucking
Rio de Janeiro, fucking crazy parties and all that shit. It's all gone. You get too many CPAC motherfuckers up in your country, just so you know.
I'll tell you this, dude. Me and Steve were in line at Universal. We talked to this Brazilian dude, and like I was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be bad." But at the end of it, he was like, "Man, Brazilians are great. They love guns and all kinds of other shit." So you might think that Brazil is somewhat liberal, TJ, but it's pretty conservative in a lot of parts.
Well, Bolsonaro is president there, so
Yeah.
obviously there's a healthy amount of conservatives in office.
I saw a pro Bolsonaro rally on Twitter the other day. Somebody tweeted about it. And I swear to God, if it hadn't been labeled as such and somebody would have been like, look at this Trump rally, I'd have been like, yep, it looked fucking identical, bro.
Bolsonaro has taken a lot of pages out of the Trump playbook, and I'm pretty sure that's why this guy was gaffled up in Brazil, because he might be there to kind of like offer some advice on like, hey, maybe this is how we steal the election. Here's where Trump did wrong. Here's where he did right.
Right.
Here's a little bit of a hint about the playbook.
Bolsonaro's gonna try it. If Bolsonaro does not win the election outright, he's gonna be like, he's gonna pull a Trump. He's gonna be like, bullshit, I won. It was rigged.
So he said, we were not accused of any wrongdoing and told they only wanted to talk. We informed them we had nothing to say and were eventually released to fly back to the United States. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
All right. Well, TJ has disappeared.
TJ quit.
TJ just fucking vanished, bro. Holy fuck. Did he get resurrected? Now there's two me's in here. Well, it'll go back. It'll change back when TJ rejoins. Luckily, it didn't fuck your camera up. Oh, here he comes. Look at him. He's trying.
I don't know what that was about.
All right, who knows? Hey, you're back though. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
So yeah, just kind of a weird story. Who knows why they were gaffling these dudes up? Maybe it was like some anti-Bolsonaro type of people who wanted to like, hey, what are you doing? You know, I don't know. I really couldn't make heads or tails.
When I heard this initially reported in a different source, they were saying that he was gaffled up because the police suspected him of being there for anti-democratic sort of motives. So I don't know if that's accurate or if that's just some media spin, because unfortunately, you can't really trust the media. So.
Sure. Well, I was afraid for a second that you were raptured away after having said your millionth big jiggly Brazilian booty. I've heard it once you say that phrase a million times in your life that you...
I've been keeping tight track, though. I'm only in the 800,000s, believe it or not.
Well, hey, man, retirement soon.
I know. I'm going to have to come up with alternate phrasing, for fuck's sake.
Statue of General Robert E. Lee comes down in Virginia Capitol. Look at how fucking defaced it already was as it's coming down here. I like that. I actually kind of hope they leave this part of it up because, yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
I'll tell you what, the only smart thing they did with this statue was build it so fucking high up. Yeah,
because no one could get high enough to like deface the actual statue.
That's too much work. It's like you want to bring a ladder to go deface the statue. Like, nah, I'm good. I'll just deface everything else.
I mean, look how tall that motherfucking statue is. This is a huge fucking statue.
Dude, Richmond should fucking like make this the local it's okay to deface this statue. You know what I mean? Like, just make this like, hey, if you're a tagger or somebody wants to write some obscene thing on a wall or whatever, dude, you can do whatever you want on this piece of shit fucking gravestone for the Confederacy.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, you know what? Just fucking put them all. Don't take down the Confederate monuments. Just make it legal to deface them.
Yeah, just stick a big dildo on fucking General Robert E. Lee's forehead. Make him a dildo, or make him. Oh, dude, do it to the horse. Make it look like he's riding a dildo-corn. You know what I mean?
Dildo-corn, I love it.
Put assless chaps on him. Paint lipstick on him and shit. Just do him up real nice and proper and drag. Hell yeah, dude. Why? See, this is what I'm saying. You could repurpose these motherfuckers. I don't know if people that live around these that feel disgusted by them would agree with me, but I think if like the city was just like, look, we're not taking these down, but you can do anything you want to them. Like you can paint on them. If you can climb it, You can paint, you can draw or write whatever you want on this piece of shit.
Yeah, if you can get to it, you can do whatever you want to it.
Yep, you won't be like, it's like a purge zone for graffiti right around this little area. As soon as you step through there, the cops can't do shit, you know?
They just have to watch.
They just have to watch you deface it. Anyway, one of the nation's largest Confederate monuments came down Wednesday as workers removed a figure of General Robert E. Lee that towered over Virginia's capital city for more than a century and became, obviously, the target of protesters seeking to abolish symbols of racism. A crowd of onlookers erupted in cheers and song as the massive figure was lowered to the ground. Construction worker who strapped harnesses around Lee and his horse lifted his arms in the air and counted 3, 2, 1 to jubilant shouts from hundreds of people. A work crew then began cutting it to pieces.
Damn.
So like not only taken down, but like symbolically vivisected publicly too.
Just like chop it up. Don't even let it fucking exist in the world no more. Melt it down.
And do it right in front of everybody in public too. Like that's
like, check it out.
I like it.
I'm surprised there was no like Proud Boys or something there.
Aren't they too busy like harassing fucking sleepy stoner towns in the Pacific Northwest? Like, isn't that what they're up to?
Yeah, that's true.
Stupid ass Proud Boys
Let's
Robert
turn
E.
this
Lee
once peaceful
torn down.
town into a battle zone. Antifa versus Proud Boys.
That's what Antifa done. That's what Antifa done, TJ. Don't you know it?
Dude, you know what we need to do? We need to make a fucking video game literally just called Antifa versus Proud Boys, where you could choose your side and you could just battle in the streets and stuff.
That would be pretty dope.
Know?
Man, look how big this statue is. This really is a large statue. There's some people celebrating it. Some pictures of it coming down. Some of these websites actually have some pretty good pictures. So I can cycle through while you guys yak about this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of just impressed by the hugeness of the fucking statue. I mean, it looks like you got a pretty big crowd there.
Well, and think about being a black person with something that imposing that represented somebody who fought to keep you in chains. That hung
no
over
longer
your
will you have to stare at a towering statue of someone.
Wasn't this
fought to keep you a second-class citizen?
Okay,
wasn't this what?
No, big opportunity missed. That guy should be wearing a GoPro. But not only that, wasn't this governor in a big like blackface scandal?
Maybe,
governor,
but
in
Virginia,
he
was. I think he actually survived a scandal like that. So like, this is him being like, "Oh shit, I gotta do something."
Dude, that's what fucking what's his name up north did when he got caught.
Trudeau.
Yeah, Trudeau. Yeah. Trudeau got extra dope woke for a little while after he got caught doing the blackface thing. So
you know what? You just gotta, if you want fucking progressive shit from these politicians on race matters, you just gotta fucking produce a photo of them in blackface. Like, all right, here's your blackface photo. What are you gonna give us to make us forget about it? Oh shit.
People are saying the guy's name is Governor Northam, and that it is true that he was caught in some old picture of him.
I think we covered it fucking forever ago.
We probably did.
He just did the denial thing. It's like, it wasn't me. It's like, it looks just like you. It wasn't me. It was somebody else.
You believe what my identical twin was getting up to at that fucking party? That's fucked up.
Pretty crazy. Anyway, this is nothing but good news, though, right? This is good stuff. I'm all for this.
It's kind of a one of these like symbolic stories, but I mean, for the people who actually live in this town, I'm sure it's a big deal because
it's more than symbolic when you have this looming over your neighborhood.
If it's looming over your fucking head at all times, it's like, here's a monument to the guy that wanted to keep you in chains. Like, fuck that. Of course, that's a great thing for everybody involved. Unless you're racist, I guess.
I guess so. A man who claimed God was talking to him allegedly killed 4 members of a family, including an infant. Man, this never happens, bro. You never hear about people going nuts and hurting people, having delusions of God. You know what I mean? I've never heard this before.
Crazy.
So an ex-Marine who claimed God was speaking directly to him allegedly shot dead a mother, father, grandmother, and a 3-month-old baby boy, and seriously wounded an 11-year-old girl. Florida sheriffs, of course, this is a Florida man.
Of course, it's fucking Florida.
Calling it a horror of the utmost magnitude. I would say so. That's like wiping out 2 generations of a family.
Pretty much. I mean, 3.
3,
really?
yeah.
Because
remember when the
mother,
the
grandmother, and baby. So yeah.
You're the amazing atheist. When the guy said like, I don't believe in God, so let me go gun down all these people because there's no morality and I can just do whatever I want.
Oh,
remember all
isn't
those
that weird?
to do with
I remember that.
I've heard so many Christians wring their hands about that. Like, if there's no God, people will just go kill each other and stuff. But like, I've yet to hear like crazed nihilists who believed in nothing gun down family. Because what does it matter anyway? Blah, you know.
What is
maybe it'll happen.
Somebody's asking what this vehicle is. This is an armored military vehicle that was sold at a surplus to this fucking police department and used to justify fucking increased military budget or increased police budget.
Well, what's the difference at this point? I mean, when you got cops with vehicles like this, like they're basically just like the civilian military.
Yeah, it's an APC.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Nice.
Judd named the suspect as Brian Riley, 33, of Brandon, Florida, former Marine who served in Iraq and Afghanistan before being honorably discharged in March 2011. Taken into custody after surrendering to authorities on Sunday and has not yet been charged. Riley had no relationship with any of the victims, so I just kind of like, in reading this, I assumed it was like some fucking part of his family or something, but nope.
Nope, just a guy burst into your house, guns you down because God said it was a good idea.
Righteous anger, TJ. See, like, because you know what? If he did it, it'd be sinful. But if God tells you to do it, it's totally justified. You gotta remember that.
Yeah, so he had no relationship with any of the victims, and authorities believe he encountered them for the first time Saturday evening. Deputies were called to what would become the scene of the attack, a family residence in a rural area, around 7:23 p.m. In response to a report about a suspicious person who was refusing to leave the property. A man later identified as Riley approached Gleason while he was mowing the lawn and demanded to talk to Amber, who the suspect said was one of Gleason's daughters. Judd, dude, I'm starting to lose the plot already. He told Gleason that he had been sent by God to stop Amber from killing herself, the sheriff added. The man refused to leave when Gleason and another person told him that there was nobody named Amber living there, forcing them to call the police. The man was gone by the time officers arrived. So sometime in between there and there, he killed them all.
Yeah, he just shows up like, I'm here to save Amber. There's no Amber here. Die!
Yep.
Okay.
So...
yeah, pretty fucking psychotic.
Dude, this is
so
crazy.
We have someone in the chat.
On. Before you go on, it gets crazier. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Around 4:22 a.m. Sunday. So this happened, and I guess the guy left. He fucked off.
Oh, okay. So he fucked off.
He came back the next day, and the sheriffs started receiving calls reporting gunfire. When they got to the property, they saw a truck on fire in the front yard and a line of glow sticks stuck into the ground leading up past the residence. A man wearing camouflage with no visible weapons on him was standing outside the house and ran back into it when he said he saw deputies arriving.
Jesus. Can you imagine that? I mean, just the visual of that it's almost cinematic, right?
Yeah.
Burning truck, glow sticks, some crazed motherfucker runs back in the house. And we have someone in our chat named Brandon who's mad that this town has the same name as him. And we also have someone who says that they live there. And apparently we should watch the fucking sheriff's thing, but I don't think we're going to do that. But still, crazy shit.
Dude, this is just a crazy story.
Yeah, it is. Oh my fucking god, dude! This is just
one of these ones where, like, yeah, you just don't even know what else to say other than just like, this is fucking bad.
Well, no, so the guy, like, if you're reading ahead, the guy basically enters the house, and then he actually kills the people.
Yeah, so it says soon after the man re-entered the house, Judd said officers heard another volley of gunshots, followed by a woman's scream and a baby whimper.
Ugh.
Deputies attempted to open the front door, but it was blocked from the inside. When an officer entered the house from the back door, a man in camouflage was waiting in full body armor at this time and opened fire.
Fuck.
He began shooting at law enforcement from inside the house, injuring 3 deputies, the sheriff said. After an exchange of fire, the shooting stopped, and the man who had been injured in a firefight exited the house with his hands raised in surrender. He was taken into custody and transported to a local hospital, telling officers that he was a survivalist under the influence of methamphetamine. Shocking.
I can't believe it.
Meth psychosis?
No way.
What? Shocking. while receiving
I
treatment.
mean, probably PTSD going on too from serving in Afghanistan, and they said Iraq too. I think, right?
Yes, Afghanistan and Iraq.
Probably.
So I mean, like, this guy is a government trained killer, and he came home and killed a whole fucking family. Probably because he didn't get decent support, and probably because I'm assuming that honorable discharge was probably something. Probably should have been a dishonorable discharge, or was probably because of some kind of red flags that were being seen at the time.
Yeah, medical discharges are usually what most honorable discharges are given for. So being discharged from the military is never like considered to be a good thing, but honorably discharged, that lets you know that, like, hey, there was nothing you could do. You served until you couldn't. And so he was probably, just reading this, I would guess he had some psychological problems.
Failed
maybe
a psych eval or something, maybe. Seems likely.
Oh my God, it gets crazier. While receiving treatment in an emergency room for the injuries, he attempted to steal an officer's firearm and was forcibly sedated.
Ugh.
This is like a fucking movie, dude. It's like literally like he goes for the gun. It's like, inject him. What the fuck? This guy is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
So when they entered the residence, they found a severely injured but still conscious 11-year-old girl who had been struck by at least 7 bullets. She was taken to Tampa General, where she's in stable condition, I guess.
7 bullets in the body, yeah.
Bodies of Gleason, a female victim, and the 3-month-old baby boy who had been shot in her arms. Were found, I guess the female victim, maybe. I don't know. This is really weirdly written. Let me read this paragraph for people and tell me I'm not fucking... The bodies of Gleason, a female victim, and the 3-month-old baby boy who had been shot in her arms. I think maybe it's just a typo. They were huddling.
I think they were saying the baby was in the arms of the female victim.
Yeah, like they're all like hiding together, huddled
shot
up.
in her arm. Okay, fuck me.
Yeah, like
she was holding the baby.
She's holding the baby. The guy shoots her and the baby basically at the same. He's indiscriminately just killing these people.
Dude, this is fucking horrible. They were huddling and hiding in fear.
I mean, wouldn't you be if a fucking depraved motherfucker like this busted in your fucking joint, started fucking shooting? I mean,
and look
at
this,
crazy.
Dude. It's like I
PTSD.
have. It's like we've got fucking goddamn special psychic powers. Had a history of PTSD. Had been acting erratically in the week before the shooting. Only criminal record was a minor offense as a teenager.
Crazy. So no real criminal fucking shit to, But I mean, like, hey. You go off to Afghanistan, you go off to Iraq. I mean, what are you there as? You're there as a fucking trained killer. So
true.
Some of these guys, they come back. They don't know there's no fucking place for them in society, especially if they're racked with PTSD. They get addicted to fucking methamphetamines. They start hearing God. And then this happens. They burst in someone's house, start wasting motherfuckers, start shooting babies out of their mom's arms and shit. I mean,
It's just like unthinkable, dude. I mean, like, and this is, I agree with you. It's 100% on the VA and just the United States government in general for how they treat these soldiers when they come back, or rather how they don't treat them.
Right. And I mean, like, yeah, exactly. I mean,
the VA is a monumental failure. We all know it. It's like, that one of the main reasons we have these issues is that people get fucking blown up. People see horrible fucking shit in wartime and these war zones. Like, I've heard personally terrible fucking stories. That's like, I don't know how you would not be psychologically broken by this shit. But I mean, at the same time, we don't know how much of that was affecting them. I mean, I probably had some effect, but I don't think a lot of people with PTSD tend to go out and fucking murder people.
That's true. I mean, look,
I would say that counterpoint to people that have that and are afflicted by that. Most of them, to my knowledge, don't become violent. I'm not saying nobody. Obviously, the cases like this do exist, but it's like, it always, that's another thing that stigmatizes people that have these mental illnesses, that it's like, they're crazy. And then you have people do like this. I'm not going to cover the whole thing, but it's like they said his girlfriend was like, he went and bought $1,000 worth of cigars. He had to give them to hurricane victims. Like, he kind of just lost his mind.
But my thing is, while I'm not this,
it's meth.
I don't want to come across as like, sympathetic to this dude or whatever. But like, if this dude had been given compassion and treated well and like treated for his PTSD, and he lived in a country that had sensible drug policy where he could fucking maybe go somewhere to help with the meth addiction and stuff like that, and had like proper mental health services and stuff like that, I think that events like this would be way the fuck less likely to happen.
Yep.
So to me, this is a clarion call for fucking compassion. I'm not trying to stigmatize PTSD people.
No, not at all.
Like,
if you want to vilify anything in this, it's the meth. I'm telling you, dude, the meth in confluence with this untreated PTSD, meth will make a person fucking insane. Meth psychosis is unreal. Unreal.
Hey, you're not fucking kidding.
Dude, I could sit there people have done shit to other people in the throes of, I've been on a fucking 7-day meth bender and my mind breaks that you would not even fucking believe. I won't even mention it here. If you can imagine it, it's been done. So let me tell you, like, Scotty was absolutely right. PTSD victims are only incidentally violent. They are not, as a whole, it's not a trend in PTSD victims to display violence. In fact, most of them abhor it because they're victims of it.
Right.
This is meth. This is untreated mental illness and meth addiction writ large. Yeah. Because
meth is a coping mechanism for the PTSD and for the obviously the mental health issues, which is
absolutely
it compounds. But you're right. I think it's definitely meth.
I've just heard too many of these fucking
listen to this
stories.
Read this paragraph over here by his head because it sounds like religion is part of the mix too.
Riley's girlfriend of 4 years told authorities that he had worked security in an Orlando church a few weeks ago and claimed and returned home claiming that God spoke to him and he could now speak directly to God. She described his behaviors in the days leading up to the attack. He claimed that God told him to buy supplies and deliver them to victims of Hurricane Ida, $1,000 worth of cigars, as Scotty mentioned.
Yeah, crazy.
The story couldn't be stranger. On Saturday night, he told his girlfriend about his vision that Gleason's daughter was about to kill herself. So, yeah, I mean, look, it could have very well been like, look, the truth about something like this is people want to know why'd he do it? And the answer is all of this shit that we've been talking about. Untreated mental illness, untreated meth addiction, fucking exposure to magical thinking and a lack of critical thinking in general in their life, coupled probably with some violent tendencies trained into them by the government. And you get a a horrifying mix that's deadly for no reason to a family, by the way. Just absolutely.
Right. And the sad thing here to me too is that he shows up believing in his mind that he's there to help someone not commit suicide. He thinks God is telling him to help victims of Hurricane Ida. So there's like an altruistic side to this guy. There's a part of this guy that really wants to do good in the world, and yet he goes off and does some of the most heinous, fucking reprehensible shit.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we read a lot of degrading shit on this show, but this is one of the toughest things we've run across in a while, man.
Isn't it the saying that goes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions?
I guess so. Literally in this guy's case, dude.
Yeah. I mean, literally.
15 Miami-Dade educators die of COVID-19 in 10 days.
Yeah, I saw this headline scrolling through Twitter probably like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just had to do a double take. I'm like, one county and just in the education field and 15 are dead in just 10 days. It's like,
remember, thanks to the fucking governor there, he had a fucking parent bill of rights where they banned masks from being worn in public schools.
Yep.
The masks don't work, right, guys? They don't work. They're worthless. Huh?
So 15 staffers of the Miami-Dade County Public School District have died from COVID-19 in the past 10 days. So it may not be teachers. It's educators here. So they may be janitors, or they're people that are at school that make the school run for the kids every day. They might be teachers. They might be janitors. They might be secretarial people. They might be cafeteria workers.
And an industry that's facing shortages because the pay is shit. And now it's like you can die. It's like, not only do you get paid nothing, you also face death. What does the government say? Fuck you. Don't get vaccinated. Don't wear a fucking mask. And just go about your business.
Yeah.
It's now, someone in the chat, I think, said that Florida and Texas are now currently competing for like worst state. So
fucking insane. So it says here that one of the educators that lost their life due to COVID-19 was Abe Coleman, teacher for more than 30 years. So clearly somebody, like, nobody hangs in there 30 fucking years and hates their job. So clearly somebody that was doing a good job with their kids. No, you know, it just sucks. Tremendous loss. The number of lives that have impacted are countless. So many young men had the benefit of him intervening in their lives and pointing them in the right direction, said Marcus Bright, with 5,000 role models of excellence. I don't know what that is.
Some kind of educational program, I guess.
I guess so, yeah. Coleman was also a mentor and site director for the 5,000. Okay, I guess I should have just shut up and read. 5,000 role models of excellence program overseeing Holmes Elementary location. Okay, he helped shape the lives of hundreds of young men. So he was not just a teacher; he was like a dude that like intervened in high risk kids.
This is like a mentor kind of fucking dude.
Yeah,
horrible.
Damn, dude.
Tuesday, he lost his life due to COVID-19 at the age.
And I still
55.
see people even in our own chat here. There was just like, ugh, more COVID scare tactics. Ugh.
It's ridiculous.
All right, well,
it's like whatever.
I don't know, man. What do you need? What has to happen?
I know what they need. I've already prescribed what they need.
Remind me of the prescription.
They need to be gaffled up as soon as they're out in public by a police officer and taken on down to the pokey and given a pokey at the pokey and then patted on their little ass and sent back home so that there's no more of this shit.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Or if you like my more futuristic version of this authoritarian power fantasy, drones that hit them and they don't even know about it with a fucking vaccine dart. You know what I mean? They're like, you could even make a TV show out of it. I was talking about this on Ideology, dude. A total fucking reality TV show where it's just like, tonight on, you know, Vax Wars. Just some big fat Karen going, I don't have to wear a mask. There ain't no, you know, you can hear her on the fucking enhanced audio and then they just hit her in the ass with a dart and she's like, oh no, help me. Another Karen down. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I would watch this every fucking night, bro. Where's TV and the federal government need to get together and make this happen, bro?
Where's TLC? Where's the Learning Channel?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I want to learn some shit about vaccines.
Yeah, dude, that's the pitch, man. That is the
I want
pitch.
some education.
Because we may not even need the government. All we need is a willing doctor to supply us with the vaccines and a willing drone operator that we keep completely anonymous, right? Like nobody knows who they are. And, you know, what are we going to do? We don't know who he is.
Dude, you know what you could do? Paul, what about this, dude? Okay, you remember that stupid ass movie Gamer with Gerard Butler?
Yes.
What if we kind of do some shit like that where we just literally like let people take control of these drones and like you like competitively they compete against each other, like who can vax this retard first?
Dude,
they just send a drone fleet, you know, and it's like I got him, you know.
Yeah.
Vax games, dude. Yeah.
Put people in competition against one another. Here's your vax list, and the drones have to go out and vax all the people. Plus, you could play that shit. You could be like, yeah, I'm playing Vax Drone. I'm vaxing idiots. You're going to have authoritarianism. Might as well make it fun, right?
Absolutely. I'm all for that. Jimmy Kimmel, I guess, agrees with us, says unvaccinated people shouldn't get ICU beds in hospitals. I agree. I don't think they shouldn't get them, but I think they should be dead fucking last on the list, dude. If you're a COVID-19 anti-vaxxer and you're about to be wheeled into the ICU to get some relief from your cough and shit and start your COVID treatment, and then a gunshot victim comes in, guess what, buddy? Sorry to tell you, you got bumped. You got bumped again. Hope it's a peaceful night. You know, back of the queue constantly for them, but yeah, they deserve to have a bed.
It's like an airline. It's make like an airline. It's like, you know, oh, I'm sorry, sir. First class, the people that actually got vaccinated and have health ailments. Oh, heart attack. Sorry, sir. You have to wait. I can't breathe. Should have thought about that when you get the vaccine. Should have been on Vax Wars.
I hate Jimmy Kimmel, but I agree with him on this.
Yeah, me too.
Sort of. I more agree with what Paul's saying. I think they should be deprioritized on this. I think they should be denied.
Not denied, but yeah, separate but equal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, not equal. Just fucking separate because you're an idiot. You know, you've made a bad choice, and now you're going to live with the repercussions of it, which is that you're deprioritized.
And shittier. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it should work like Dota 2. Like, I know there's some people out there that play it. In Dota 2, if you act like a fucking jackass in enough matches, you get put in low prio with other people that act just like you. So there needs to be a low prio hospital set up in every fucking town where they get the same fucking care, but it's just not as well staffed. You know what I mean? It takes longer to get through the door. You want that?
This is the new anti-vax hospital.
Yep, dude. Low prio.
Or you know what? You just bring them in there, and it's like, here's your ivermectin.
Yeah.
All the shit that they like. Here you go.
Horse warmers only. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fucking quack hospital, dude. Yeah, let's open a quack hospital. All the idiots can go there, and the fucking beds can be for the logical, rational people that just get sick. They can go to the real hospital. Those people can go to the fucking. The doctors are equipped with Google and fucking Facebook forums and groups. It's like, well, we're you know, oh, what do you have? Cancer? Okay, a vegan diet, vitamin K, vitamin D. You're gonna be just fine.
We're gonna give you some broccoli. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be real good.
Broccoli only. You can't cook it either. Just chew it raw. Oh, the cancer's gonna be killed right now.
Broccoli only for you. And ivermectin.
They have like a Donald Trump impersonator show up and like bless people.
Yeah, that's bleed people too.
You are my chosen. You're my chosen people.
I mean, one way or the other, I gotta say, something's got to be done, right? Like, so we can't. Like, at some point, we've got to institute something.
By the way, how have we failed to call out Jimmy Kimmel on his betrayal of fatness? You know what I mean?
Well, because Jimmy Kimmel was never huge.
Yeah.
He was never like what I would call like.
Not only that, do we really want to
fat.
claim Jimmy Kimmel anyway?
Yeah, I wouldn't have called Jimmy Kimmel like crazy fat, but he has lost some weight. I just don't like thinking about Jimmy Kimmel. True. You know what I mean?
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But you know what I do like thinking about?
What's that?
The Pessimist Productions Patreon.
I love it. Oh, beautiful Pessimist Productions Patreon. You're wonderful. You're glorious. Oh, look, it's so beautiful.
Look, people, you got your freedoms. You got your freedoms. But if you're going to exercise your freedoms right, your freedoms are best served.
You get your freedoms.
You're best served, and your freedoms are best served by joining the Pessimist Productions.
I don't think they should have their freedoms. I think they should just join. I think it should be mandatory. Anyone who's watching this.
You're right, T. Joey. You're right. You don't have no fucking freedoms. Go there now. Daddy Donald's telling you go there.
Once you join, you've got your freedoms. But you have to join to
watch all kinds of fucking awesome content that we fucking make on the regular for you.
Look at this shit, man.
How nice is that?
We do tons and tons. I mean, like, it's hard to even couch how much crap is on here, dude. There are so many fucking extra shows, long shows, patrons only fucking episodes, exclusives, fucking streams. TJ put a fucking whole gourd up his ass the other night on a patron live stream. A gourd.
Jesus,
of relatively massive size. It was not the biggest gourd that I ever saw.
But it was respectably big. Respectably fucking big. Okay?
Asterisk. The gourd claim was not true. Okay, but everything else I said was true. There are
all of it.
It would take you like 6 weeks if you sat down, glued your eyes open like fucking Alex DeLarge, and forced yourself to watch back to back. Maybe in 6-7 weeks you could get through the shit that you get.
Maybe, possibly.
If you're lucky, if you don't survive, if you survive the lack of sleep. So become a patron now. I'm gonna reload this page. I did this the last time. Oh, wait. God damn it. This is TJ talking shit.
Go fuck yourself, Paul.
All right. I did. I went and fucked myself today.
Okay, good.
Let's see. When I pulled this up, we had 5,258 patrons. I'm going to reload it and see if any plebs have listened. Nope.
Bad plebs.
These plebs don't get shit. I'm for going like, look, dude, we got about half the show. Well, the last quarter of the show to go. And if you guys are, down, we'll just sit here. We'll sit here. I'm gonna keep reloading this until that number goes up. 5,258 patrons. That's got to go up.
I better see that 8 turn into a 9 real quick.
Yep. No anti-vaxxers admitted. You gotta get your fucking $5 buffet vaccine. Or we're just going to sit here and chill shit that you can't see for the next 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I do my abandoned hopes over there. I was going to do 2 last month, but obviously the hurricane happened. But I still did 1. I got drunk. The month before that, I actually did a fucking 9-hour goddamn abandoned hope. That shit was crazy.
Fuck, 9 hours, TJ? 9 hours of you?
9 fucking hours of me getting drunker and drunker the whole time, too.
TJ, I got someone on the line that wants to talk to you, though, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who is it?
We got TJ!
Oh, shit. What's up, man?
TJ, you haven't called me, baby. You haven't
Sorry.
defended me, TJ. Where's the Instagram?
Sorry,
Where's
Manson.
the Twitter? Where's the video, TJ?
I'm
Look
working
how
on
fat
it.
I'm getting. I'm
Oh
so
my God,
fat.
you're so
I'm only
fucking
in the
fat.
crap, TJ.
Look how fucking fat
You
you
said
are,
you were gonna
Manson.
make the video to defend me. You said you were my friend, TJ. But then you know what happened one day? I woke up, TJ, and I saw you had not returned my call.
I'm sorry, Manson. So fucking
Why haven't you
sorry.
called, TJ?
I'm
Why
going
haven't you
to.
called?
I'm bit busy. I got
No,
displaced
you're
by a
not
hurricane.
busy, TJ. Bullshit, TJ. This was months ago, TJ. Months ago.
I've been displaced, Manson.
Look how fat I am now,
I'm
TJ.
I'm sorry.
All
Just
I eat is Dunkin' Donuts,
draw
TJ.
on your chin a little better, you know?
You were gonna do that for me,
You know when you do that
TJ.
chin thing where you like paint where your chin is so that people can
You
distinguish?
said you were gonna paint on my chin, TJ. And now
sorry.
you've done nothing for me. Where's my video defending my honor, TJ? You're
is
no
true.
fucking fan of mine, you pussy.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Manson's
Fuck,
pretty
dude.
ticked.
Manson is pissed off at you. And you did promise that you were going to make a fucking video debunking every claim made against Manson.
Every single claim.
And still have not
Fuck.
delivered.
And
I
I
know.
promise people accountability. I'm gonna fucking hold TJ to account. I'm holding his ass to account, people. He's not gonna get away with it. He said he's gonna make a video debunking it.
Can't get one pleb to do this, huh?
Can't get
Dude,
one
these
fucking pleb.
These plebs are holding out this week.
They're
Last week they
stingy.
came right with it. There were 3 or 4 of them that jumped
fuck
on
y'all.
last week, but these plebs are not. These plebs are telling me they don't want any more news. That's what I'm hearing.
They're calling
Yeah, they're
our
just
bluff,
like-
dude.
Eh,
Dude, they call
whatever.
you know what? If they call your bluff, you gotta do it.
yeah, fine.
We just gotta fucking do it, bro.
Maybe this is what we do when they won't join. Plebs don't get any more new news, and we do what we call the rewind, where we cover a story we already covered, but pretend we haven't covered it. So let's just do it.
Hell yeah. All right.
The shirtless horned man photographed storming the Capitol has pleaded guilty. This is pretty crazy. Everybody remembers this guy. What did they call him?
You know, I'll tell you an
shaman?
interesting fact about this guy, right?
Mhm.
What's
So
that?
gay guys apparently were fawning over this guy until they realized that under that
Oh.
coonskin cap, he's actually, pretty bald. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, wow.
Well-
They're- so that's the way gay people are? They're like against bald
I guess
people?
so. Very superficial. They need to add to LG. It needs to be LGBTQIS, and S stands for superficial motherfuckers.
Yeah, that is
'Cause
pretty
you know
fucking
what?
superficial.
I'll tell you what, that guy right there, he might have attacked our nation's capital. He might have tried to install Trump dictator for life or whatever the fuck his goals were. But he's a handsome man. He's a rugged man. And
Yeah,
he
he looks
deserves
kinda
his dick
fuckable.
sucked just as much as anybody else. Just as much as anybody else. I don't care how bald he is. I
Dude,
will suck
you
that
say
man's
that,
dick.
but you know
Standing
what?
offer to suck that guy's dick. It's on the
Okay.
table.
But you know what's gonna happen, TJ? You're gonna see he's bald, and it's gonna be like, nah, I can't do it, man.
Someone
Yes.
claims they just became a patron, so let's see if that's true.
Oh man,
they're lying.
They're banned. Keep your eye on their fucking comment and tell me what their name is, because if they're lying, they're banned.
They're banned, dude. Nope, I don't see nothing.
Nope. Wrong.
One
Wrong.
more. It says their name is Capricorn893.
All right.
Maybe it takes a minute to fucking show up.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
that's
go
the
look.
problem
Maybe
here.
that is the problem, but I'll tell you what doesn't take a minute to show up, dude. The Patreon back end numbers. They never lie, and they're right at the same thing as this page, dude. Right at the same thing as this page. The last patron I see is Ryan. Ryan somebody.
He's claiming it takes a minute or so. Capricorn893. You're on the line.
While that minute elapses, let's move on to the next story. Trump complains. Oh, sorry. That's not the headline. Jason Miller, former Trump spokesman. This is a weird story, by the way. Questioned for 3 hours by police in Brazil. I really don't understand. I do know one thing. I saw like a pro Bolsonaro parade, like on Twitter or something the other day. And it like if it had been labeled like, oh, look at this Trump parade, I would have just accepted it. It was indistinguishable. Fucking distinguishable. TJ.
Do they even have American flags and shit?
Oh yeah, they have the whole fucking 9 yards of big trucks and the big fucking pale white people in cowboy hats.
You know what I love is those Trump like boat parades and shit where they're like, yeah, we're on a boat and we love Trump.
Watching the boat sink too.
Oh, that was a good one. That was one of the best days of my life when that fucking boat sank.
Dude,
the only bad news is that they survived, but
fuck that. Let's go watch the boat sink, dude.
They don't get nothing new until they do it. What is this? 528 still?
Yeah, look at this shit,
5,258.
They're
what
fucking,
the fuck is that,
dude? They're acting like Doge to the moon holders here. They're like, hold it,
hold,
dude. I'm
By
telling
the way,
you, man.
crypto market fucking took a nosedive yesterday. What the fuck, bro?
Did you lose a bunch of Skrill?
You know what happened? I just put some money in Ethereum the day before that. I'm like, I'm gonna put my money in Ethereum because everything's so hot right now. And then the next day, it was just like, I'm like, motherfucker. Thought my money was safe.
Dude, I fucking told you to invest in Ethereum in July, TJ. You're so fucking dumb.
Fuck you, Scotty. You're a dumb fuck.
You're so
led me
fucking
wrong.
dumb.
No, you led me wrong, you fucking cocksucker. That's the problem.
1,500 fucking bucks back then, TJ.
Boo.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Scotty. Boo. That's all I can fucking say to your ass is fucking boo, boo, boo.
Dude, TJ lost all his fucking money in fucking Bitcoin, bro. Oh,
I had all this fucking money set aside. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm good. I'm going to fucking use this money to help me get a new place or something. And I put it all in fucking Bitcoins and Ethereums and Doges and stuff. And then the market fucking tanks. Boom! And
dude,
I'm broke as fuck.
That is kind of fucking like, I know it sucks, but it's kind of fucking poetic that it happened that quick.
It's definitely funny as fuck.
The turnaround.
Right? No, it literally
from an outside perspective.
So the real story is I put like $500 in it because I'm thinking like I need to grow my money a little bit right now. So I'm gonna put my $500 in here.
Can a brother spare a new page? Oh, look at this! It just updated.
There we go.
Boom. Thank you.
There we go. A lot of new people.
Well,
Thank
you know
you
what? And look at this. You guys have 8 more minutes of news left. You did good this time. Remember this next time. Damn. Remember the scolding that you got this time.
Remember what happened.
Remember. At least 4 new patrons. Welcome to all the new patrons. You'll get a full, unabbreviated hour of the most dismal maybe even longer. Because, it was just a Paul show. So maybe if the guys are amenable, we stay a little extra time. We cover it because we got a lot of stories today. As for pleb stories, what do we got on the deck here? What can we cover with these guys here?
Next.
Lyft and Uber will cover legal fees for drivers sued under the Texas abortion law.
Cool.
Why would they be sued?
Because let's see. Lyft and Uber said respective platforms are sued us.
Well, basically, it's anyone.
The law allows people to prosecute rideshare drivers for transporting women to clinics to receive abortions.
Anyone
$10,000.
Anyone besides who has immunity from lawsuits or like government officials can report on somebody and basically take them to civil court and they can be fined like $10,000. It's basically insane. And most women are not even aware they're pregnant until after 6 weeks, or they can't even get an appointment before that time period, effectively outlawing abortion in Texas. I mean, like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's extremely difficult.
Apparently it's against the law to give them a lift to the clinic, basically.
Dude, if a woman is seeking an abortion, you basically have to treat her like Cersei was treated, like you have to
you can get an abortion, but first you have to do the mile walk of shame.
Shame.
Put her in the stocks.
Oh, harlot! Throw cabbages at her and stuff.
Oh my god, dude! What a medieval fucking
threw the
backwards
cabbage
place.
too hard and killed the baby. It's crazy. How ironic, don't you think?
I really think this kind of social conservatism will eventually die, but like Bruce Willis, it's gonna die hard.
Oh fuck!
It's gonna die hard, dude. This is like one or two.
Do you think
laws.
that, like Bruce Willis, it will eventually just become sort of perfunctory and joyless for them, and they'll just be like, "Yeah."
That's exactly what I'm hoping happens. Is like they get to like die hard with a vengeance, and they're like, "That was pretty good," but I don't know about this like Die Hard for America or whatever. Was that
Hey,
last
what about
one they made?
live free? Live free or die
That's
hard.
what I was thinking. Live free and die hard.
or die hard.
I'm hoping
and then
they get to live free or die hard, and it's right before Texas literally becomes indistinguishable from like Afghanistan in terms of how women are treated. You know what I mean? And then they all go, well, whatever. And there's a big switch over there.
Dude, you know what's great? I have this fake account that I use to like troll people. It's like I'm like this fake Muslim. I'm this like fake Muslim on
Are
Instagram,
you really?
and I go to like all the conservative accounts that are like, yeah, we fucking Biden lost in Afghanistan. I'm like, haha, America loses again, you know, and I like piss them off. But one of the things I do is I go to these like Texas ones and shit, and I'm just like, you know, I'm like, good job. Soon you will be enlightened like us radical Islamists, and, you know, be like, yes, embrace the rules, embrace the laws of Afghanistan. You're not far from Sharia now, Texas, you know?
Yeah. Dude, how did they react to that?
Oh, they fucking just get super. Oh, shut up.
We're nothing like you. We're Christian. You Muslim. It's different. Not really.
Like how is a Lyft driver supposed to know that this woman is going to Planned Parenthood to get an abortion and not that she's just going there to get like a yeast infection looked at or something, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or get
if you do anything to help her at any point.
Or get
by the way,
mammogram.
financially incentivizing people to report each other for criminal activities sounds like it was where was that town they tried that in? Salem?
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember it got kind of crazy there.
Yeah, it got a lot of hand. Maybe you shouldn't do this.
It's almost like giving people a financial motivation in capitalist America to go after other people is a bad idea. But here we are.
Well, I'll tell you what I heard, Sheriff, and this is just what I heard, is that the folks next door, them Joneses, they say their names is Jones, but they look real Mexican to me. Anyway, what I heard is their little daughter over there come up knocked up and then went and got abortion. That's what I heard. Look, I can't tell you if it's true, but that's just what I heard through the grapevine there, Sheriff. Oh, well, hell, that's those are some very strong allegations. We're going to have to go right to it. Rangers, mount up. We got an abortion haver down here to deal with.
I don't mean to be forward. I don't mean to be forward.
Here's your $10,000.
Yeah, but I'm going to need that $10,000 cash.
$10,000.
Another Texas story, and this will probably be the last pleb story as well. Texas abortion whistleblower website forced offline. So site was removed from GoDaddy before being censored by new host Epic, known for providing services to far-right groups. So even the far-right groups didn't want that.
There's like, too hot for us.
So troubles are mounting for a Texas website used to report violators of the state's. So this is basically like a snitch website.
Yeah, it's literally called prolifewhistleblower.com.
Yeah.
And by the way, before these service providers dropped it, people were just spamming it with memes and bullshit and like reporting like just ridiculous nonsense.
Of course.
To just make it impossible. I mean, like to make it functionally unusable, right?
Right.
So like, yeah, this website, this is never going to be a thing. No one will host it, and even if you do get someone to host it, it'll be literally spammed with so much garbage that you'll never be able to fucking suss through what's a real report.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Yeah, I mean that.
And by the way,
happy for
I
it.
hated Texas before it was cool. Just saying.
Yeah, well, that is true. You were
fuck Texas. Dude.
You were strongly anti-Texas.
I was at the forefront of saying fuck Texas, and I'm still there.
Remember they had that shirt, TJ? Don't mess with Texas. It's not nice to pick on retards. And all those Texas people
such
come
a
to
beautiful
you.
shirt.
They'd come to you first, and they'd be like, "Yeah, good shit,
Yeah,
son of a bitch."
Because it said real big, "Don't mess with Texas." And they'd be like, "Hell yeah!" And then they'd like look down and see in the little parentheses, "It's not nice to pick on retards." And then it's like, "Oh, hey Sal."
So
you go away.
That's it for you plebs.
Yeah, fuck off, plebs. Come here, Sal. You can't come here. I want to see you. Oh, you can't get through the gate, can you? You're a little piece of shit.
You plebs are done. Those,
you know what?
Well, you're not necessarily done.
You don't have to be.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
don't have to be done.
That's very true. We have a Patreon. In just a few minutes, we'll be going live on a private stream over there $5 gets you the shebang and a bunch of other stuff. And if you're extra hungry, the $10 tier is there. You get a lot of extra stuff for that. So take a look at what's on offer and join. You got a few minutes to do so. For people who are already there, we'll see you soon, right?
Especially you new people that just joined up to get us to fucking keep going on the show.
That's true.
You're gonna enjoy yourselves, especially because you don't usually get that second half. I'll tell you what, we phone it in this first half. This is us being lazy, like, yeah, another news story. But on that second half, that's when we like, all right, now's the real fucking show. You know?
Are you still talking, TJ? I was
guess.
trying to get some rest, dude. I thought the fucking pleb section was over, dude. Come on. I'm trying to fucking kick back here. Just be a little quieter.